really vote, no.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, I will be voting.
Definitely not for UKIP.
Yeah, it's good for business. Import-export is a lot cheaper.
I feel like it's a risk to break away from the EU at this stage, but I feel like it's something that could be beneficiary in the future.
Without a doubt, yeah. I think so, yeah. We've got into any financial difficulty maybe, like some other countries have, there'd be that support maybe there, and maybe it helps with trade.
Yeah, but I don't know, at the same time I feel like we should be getting more out of it than what we are currently.
The EU, I'm not a fan of, to be honest. I read we spend something like £55 million a day of going to the EU, of this government's budget, and I think it's a waste. We don't need it. I think they try and decide too many laws in this country, and it's a mess. We need to get rid of it.
And in times of austerity, young people who have done nothing wrong, we haven't done anything wrong. It's not our fault we're in the bankers' collapse and things like that. It's not our fault, so why should young people have to suffer?
I like to think I'm a citizen of the world as well. That's, I suppose, what I was getting at. We don't have to define ourselves into one thing.
At the moment, 75% of our laws aren't made by Richard and his colleagues in the Houses of Parliament. They're made by unelected bureaucrats in Europe, and that is the problem.
Does anybody actually resonate with any party that's around right now? No, now that is shocking.
What we really struggle to do as in party politics is admit that we're wrong and we did something wrong, and we're going to work towards making that better.
What made you personally want to represent UKIP? What values was it that you wanted to put into it?
I don't understand why politicians never acknowledge why people come to this country in the first place.
The media that portrays them as being racist, but how come your party is all white, no one's female and no one's diverse?
But I think the idea that industry's gone. There's a lot less than there used to be, and we did get quite deindustrialised in 1980, but I think that can come back.
I'm not saying what you're presenting is controversial, but the way you choose to present it.
Listen, you're probably right in some respects, and there's nothing wrong with a bit of controversy.
40% of Birmingham's population is under 25.
Yeah.
And they're not voting. It's not their fault.
Like as we saw today, what was it? 1/4 of the room decided that they weren't going to. No, 3/4 of the room decided that they weren't going to vote.
And that's because politicians aren't communicating with young people.